do not have a quorum, so we are not going to be able to vote on anything or conduct any business, but we will have reports. I have nothing to report on the Plaza building. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know what there is about roll call. That I don't like.
May I do roll?
Yes, please do.
Ayala, Bennett,
Present.
Caulfield,
Present.
Harrison, Horton, Madrid,
Present.
Monroy, Robertson,
Present.
Swaggart.
Wait, Lily just came on. Right now.
Is she on?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put her.
That would give us a
Can we
quorum.
hear her for a second?
I don't know. Lily, could you say your name or something, please?
Roll call.
Yes, this is Lily Swiggert.
There.
Thank you.
Okay, so we do
We
have
do
a
have a
quorum.
quorum.
Okay. In that case, is there
We're so excited.
is there any citizen participation? Okay, well, the minutes of the previous meeting were in your packet. If you have any additions or corrections, please mention them.
Does it matter if it says subject to approval at the March meeting? Or it's
Matter,
verified?
because
That
that's
doesn't matter.
really-
If it doesn't matter, that's the only thing
Is there a motion to accept them?
I make a motion to accept the meetings from, the minutes from the last meeting, March 28th, 2024.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Aaron is here.
That's okay, we're a forgiving bunch.
Oh. Okay, Randall, do you want to give the treasurer's report, please?
You bet. So we have some cash, and I never got a chance to ask Eliza, but I'm sure we're going to be, we got a deposit from the tax increment district this past month for $52,341.50 that went into our cash. And then we earned interest of $2,161. So our cash had a fairly significant increase from last month by the 50 some odd $1,000. We're going to be switching that over to the Hollow Trust investment to start earning more interest income on it. And essentially the only expense we paid out was the sign rent for the Welcome to La Junta sign. I guess the probably the power associated with that for the month, $41.37. So that's essentially it. We had the biggest thing is total of a $54,000 increase in very little expenses this past month.
Okay, are there any questions? Is there a motion to accept the report?
I'll make a motion to accept the report.
Second.
I'll second.
Two. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. I still don't have anything to report on the Plaza. So, yeah, do you have something to report on Durant and Lona?
Yes, I do. I have been at the library for 2 Saturdays in a row from 10 o'clock to 11:30. And I had no one visit me so far. I'm going to be there for the last Saturday in a couple of days. I did help someone with their taxes because they were looking for a tax person. I didn't do their taxes, but I helped them get their Tabor refund by researching it and sending them to someone in town. So it wasn't a complete waste, it was useful. We do have, as far as I know, 3 people who are going to submit on May 1st. And I'm coaching pretty much all of them. So trying to help them through the whole thing, you know, what they need to put down so that we understand drawings, photographs, whatever we need so that we can comprehend spec sheets. Somebody's doing windows, so we really do need to have some specifications. So I'm working with them. The one thing that I have thought about is that I would like, if any of you happen to sort of find out who these people are, I think it's good that we wait until we're all in one room. But if you find out, please don't talk to them about the grant. You should be doing that at this point. It's just not, it's not good to have that interaction. Any interaction we have should be in this room, okay, about those grants and loans. And we have kind of a variety tell you, as I mentioned, there's windows, there's doors, lighting, and someone is redoing the front of the business. But it's a different kind of, it still makes sense. So anyway,
I'm curious, have they made any comments about the application itself?
no, because I've been over backwards to say, I will help you, call me morning, noon, or night, weekend, I don't care. You know, and I actually called them, nobody was getting a hold of me, so I called them yesterday and said, you know, it's a week from today, do you need any help? And sure enough, they need help. So,
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, that's above and beyond.
Well, we said we were gonna be really, really friendly. So, yes, ma'am.
What grant are we talking about, in case I'm the one that has been speaking about it, who should be?
Okay. Remember we went through the strategic plan over since last year, and I think we started voting on it in March or April. And during the strategic plan, we created a new grant and loan program, and we worked on all the kinks that we could. There probably will be more things that we need to address, but this is the first grant round, and it's due May 1st.
It's being made what?
It's due May 1st, next Wednesday.
And at that time, will you be talking about what it involves?
Not at that time. I've submitted, if you would like, I can email you the application so that you can see it as well as the guidelines.
Would you like me to put that in the paper?
Sure, if somebody can get it together, and when is it gonna come out? You think Friday, Monday?
And we have a week delay.
It's too late. I mean, you could put in that if this is Thursday, so if it's a week delay, the grant application is due on Wednesday. I don't wanna frustrate people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yeah, I put it, public notices out and all sorts of things, and I've been talking nonstop. I mean, I'm willing to help people, but they have to come up, they're supposed to come up, if possible, with, 2 proposals and all the rest of it. I mean, one of the things, you wanna hear how nice I was about this? For some of the windows, they were not getting a reply from, a local company. And I said, boy, I'd really like you to use somebody in my contract. And they said, I would too. And I said, would you mind if I called them to ask if they will come to you? And they came within an hour. So, and I wasn't threatening, I just said, please, we want to give you business.
Maybe it was a misunderstanding, they didn't answer.
I don't know. So anyway, we have 3 of them, okay?
Well, awesome.
Yes,
Would you send me what's okay to say in the paper?
yes, I will.
Y'all do.
Yeah, that I can do. So, any questions about this? And I also have a stack like this of handouts that I've been taking with me to the library, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, I think 3 applications is pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very, very good, and we've actually got some people who are planning on the next application period. So, I think it's good not to have so many like rushing at once, so that you can really consider what's going on.
So just to confirm,
You were meaning that if we somehow find out who one of the 3 applicants is, to just hold any discussion on that until we're here together
Yes.
and reviewing it.
And if they have questions, you can send them to me. That way, you're not gonna be accused of any self-dealing
Yep.
or,
Got it.
Any other questions? Thank you, Cynthia.
Let's see.
Now we're going to move on to Urban Renewal Director comments.
You are going to faith, but I have none. I mean, if you noticed last time I had, all right, you want something, I'll give you something, okay?
the people is what they want.
So I just got a notification this week, and I don't know when it's going to be happening, but the Colorado Business, I know it is CBCA, so it has to do with the creative folks, all right? It's a group that helps set policy. They contacted me because I was on some kind of webinar with them, just talking, last month, and they said they want to come to La Junta in June or July to have a gathering here in La Junta to get the eastern part of the state involved in the creative economy.
Artsy stuff.
Artsy stuff, like the artsy stuff you do with your earrings and all the rest of the stuff that you do.
You know more about me than.
I know. But I mean, but it's for arts businesses is basically what it is. And we recently, Klein Makerspace recently won a CBCA award. It was in April for the work that they do. So they're noticing us, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I thought that was good. Also, we got a Starburst Award. That was announced a couple, maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that. That's for having one of the best Colorado lottery generated projects. So we receive GOCO funds, which they're funded by the Colorado Lottery. And there's no money, but it's prestigious and it's nice, and somebody's probably going to give us at least a plaque or something. So that's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I thought that was darn good. And then I'm trying to think if there was something else going on. Oh yeah, I'm in further discussions actually with the Colorado Health Foundation about possibly doing a strategic plan for along Highway 50 as well as the downtown. And this would involve everything. I don't know if it's going to come to fruition or whatever. We're just in discussion stages. But we've talked maybe 5 times. So that's not, they didn't tell me to go away. But basically it would be to determine downtown what buildings are being fully utilized, which ones are only partially utilized, which ones need rehabilitation, the infrastructure, both vertical and the horizontal infrastructure, such as the water mains and all that. Get a complete account for all of that. Plus, we're going to be looking at the businesses. Do we have all the businesses that we need? Do we have an overrun of some? Do we not have any of others? And how do we attract? The last part of it is the money part of it, to figure out programs or ways that we can fix all of this. It's not cheap, but so far they haven't said we won't pay for it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Who was that with?
Colorado Health Foundation. They have our representative is assigned to both Crowley County as well as to Otero County, and he has a special interest in those two counties.
So how does that relate to
Urban renewal?
Yeah.
The way it relates to urban renewal is if, for instance, they would give us some money or somebody else would give us some money so that we could match the money that we have in urban renewal with the money that's being funded from the outside, we could work faster and we could save our infrastructure. And maybe for things that are extremely expensive, such as, what Michael Uhrman always calls the broccoli, which is the things that we don't see but could affect all of our lives, such as water mains. All of that, those pipes and the water mains and all the rest of it are incredibly expensive. And if you're going to deal with the horizontal, infrastructure, you're going to have to rip up the streets. So if you rip up the streets, then you have to replace the streets, and anybody who knows lately, replacing this much street is $9. So what I'm saying is that if you have a plan, which is always the first step to getting money, you can move forward, and then you can, chip away at things. I mean, and the public would be involved in the whole process. What do you think is most important? That kind of thing. But if we don't get somebody to do some heavy lifting from the outside as well as us lifting from the inside, it's going to be a challenge. So That's why I'm trying to do this.
So
It's
would it
economic
be-
development too.
Would it be redoing our district, the urban renewal district, or what do you?
No, we're not gonna do a new plan for the urban renewal district, that's not due till 2032. Unless you guys really wanna go through some pain before 2032, because it's a lot of work. And I don't wanna get us so that, just work with what we have right now for our goals. That's what we would do, but it would be ancillary to the comprehensive plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because we're looking at the commercial buildings. People keep saying, what are we gonna do something about these commercial buildings that aren't being utilized, that are falling apart, that don't have businesses in them, and you understand?
Yeah, all that data is going to be super important to
It's-
have to move forward.
Right, and they have also introduced that they would be willing to work with some other funders to get them to maybe sign on to some of this. After, it depends on how great the report is at the end. There's a lot of ifs, and that's the reason I'm not promising the world.
That sounds exciting.
That big old leak, down by the big bridge that goes over the river, that isn't completely resolved, is it?
I don't know.
It reads like
Right, I don't
it
know.
is not completely
Martin?
resolved, I do not know,
I
but
think Martin Montoya would know that, since he does the streets. I
I'll
don't.
check with him, because that's been bugging me for a while.
You think
that
it's
it
dangerous?
doesn't
Is that
look
what you're
like it's fixed.
Okay.
I don't know, Randall maybe knows.
Oh, no, I don't know anything.
Well,
Wouldn't dare
I'm
start
just
stepping
picking
into
up
that. no.
clues, you know.
Yeah.
I saw you looking at me, I tried not to even breathe, Betty.
Yeah, I don't know, that's not, I haven't, I don't, that's,
You don't deal with that.
I don't deal with that part, yeah. So, that's all I
It's
have.
like they just go blah, 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 blah. When it comes up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have any governing body comments? If not, I will, do you have something, Erin?
I was just looking through your comments from last time, and I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the SBDC.
Yes,
Is there any
yes.
news on that?
I forgot, but yes. So I met a new representative, fairly new representative that they have out of Rocky Ford. Her name is MJ Guzman. And she and I are working on, we completed a list, I might even have it on here.
What's
I
the
have
name
it
of
with
this
me.
project again?
Pardon?
What's the name of this,
SBDC.
which stands for something?
Small
Colorado
Business Development Centers.
What?
Small Business Development Center. Isn't that nice that I know this place?
It sure is.
Anyway, so we had talked about, and I think I mentioned it before, having presentations on a quick oversight, not a quick oversight, several hours, of how to start a business. And we're gonna do 4 of those, 2 in Spanish and 2 in English. She's fluent in Spanish. Any help anybody can give me in connecting to Spanish-speaking folks in this area, I would really appreciate it, because I can't continue to offer something like that unless I can show that someone will show up. So, but I want to do it. We're also going to cover, and I can send this to you if you want. You don't have to write all this down, Erin. But we're gonna be talking about, again, the business plan writing and feasibility of the business, the legalities, that is the business structures, articles of incorporation, lease agreements, planning, cash flow, et cetera. And then we're also gonna talk about the internal parts of the business, including, then we're also gonna deal with website development, e-commerce, and social media. She's very good at social media. And then we're going to cover access to capital, loan packaging, and business grants. Right now, I am trying to figure out procurement on this, which I'm going to be working on. I've got some money, but we need to figure out how to book the food before the end of June, because the money has to be spent, so.
Oh, for the workshops?
For the workshops, they're gonna be, I think she said she wanted them from 11:30 or 12 to 2. Okay, so she wants to feed them first, they're smart. She wants to feed all of them first, and then then what she wants to do, I don't have the time yet, but, and then she wants to get into the presentation so that they're comfortable with each other. And we're going to have them at the Woodruff Memorial Library. I've already booked all the dates. So, just need, yes.
Who is this person?
M.J. Guzman, Guzman.
With the State Department of something?
SBDC, Small Business Development Center. Does that suffice, my dear?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other comments? I will declare this meeting adjourned, and we will start the CLG.
It's because we did all that hard work before.
Yeah. So I go back to work or I go home?
You go to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, this is gonna be fun. This doesn't happen very often.
I can go back to the camping.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Did you have? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to call the regular meeting of the Certified Local Government to order. We're going to have roll call first.
Bennett,
Present.
Caulfield. Present. Harrison. Horton. Madrid.
Present.
Mason.
Present.
Monroy.
Present.
Swiper.
Present.
We have a quorum. The minutes of the previous meeting were included in your packet. Do you have any additions or corrections?
There we go. I was here, but I'm not listed on there. That matters a lot, but.
I listed you and other attendees.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
But he's a member of the board.
No, I did not. I will add you.
Excuse me, I don't have your name.
Ben Macy.
I have seen that many times, thank you. You're the manager of the New Southerlands.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know who you are.
Is there a motion to accept the minutes with corrections?
I'll move to accept the minutes with that correction.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Do we still have $7,000?
Yes, because I just talked to them the other day, them being Dr. Llewellyn, and they have not received the money from the federal government. So that is what is keeping us from moving forward. I did request 2 other proposals from qualified consultants to fulfill the requirements of the federal government. So we're done with all our hurdles. We're done. We're just waiting for them to send us the contract, and so that we can get our wonderful ladies back in here, Erica and Amy, to start working again. So that's yes. But yes, we have not spent.
Thank you. Are there any questions? think that took care of the first unfinished business also.
Yes, ma'am.
Historic walking tour. Oh, I know, the Colorado Lynching Memorial. Anything on that?
There's been no work done on that yet, that I've been a part of.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
We're discussing the next item of unfinished business, the Colorado Lynching Memorial. And we don't have a report because nothing's been done since the last report.
Colorado what?
Lynching. It's on your
Lynching.
Look on your form, Betty.
Do you have these?
No.
Oh. Here.
We're on B
Wait,
under.
I do have this.
When
April 25,
you have an urban renewal and you also have a CLG. So the second one we just gave you was the CLG.
I think I do. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It looks like I have the whole thing.
No, no.
This is
Go ahead
separate.
and take that.
That one is for this next the meeting that we're on now is the certified local government. That was all for urban renewal. This,
Oh,
yeah,
there's a different type.
yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Just read right over that. Thank you.
So that was under unfinished business, that was on,
CLG
B.
grant application.
so we're on, we were on B, the Colorado Lynching Memorial, okay? Sorry.
And we don't have a report on that because there hasn't been anything additional to report.
Trevor will have it.
No, probably not, because he and Tony worked together on it, so probably
haven't
not.
done anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what
He's
you
been
were
busy
saying.
and I haven't yet been.
So I have a question about that. It says on here that there hasn't been any traction on this fund going by first of the week, re-energize. That conversation, who's the conversation with?
That, as far as I know, that's a conversation between Trevor and somebody that has some information about the lynching, or?
There's actually a Colorado Lynching Memorial Group that if you try to call them, they don't answer the phone. And if you try to email them, they don't respond. But they're supposedly the official group that is handling this. So,
Are they out of Denver?
yeah.
I
just asked.
I believe
in
the,
charge of Alex, though.
They're the ones that are organizing, supposedly supporting people and all the rest of it. I got this information from History Colorado. And that's the reason I'm trying to move forward with that. We don't have to
But
go.
we don't, they're not like keeping us really
No.
from moving forward.
No, we could just do it
I see.
if we wanted to, but it's gonna take us negotiating, working with the county, because the lynching site is on the county square, courthouse square. Okay, so there's that, and we've got a lot of the history of it already, because we did our survey and it's in there.
I will try to reach out to Trevor and see if we can make any headway on that at all for the next meeting. I'll
Okay.
see what I can do.
I think there really was one that happened here.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
1902.
What I've heard over the years
Yeah,
living here.
And I'm available too, if you
Okay.
need help.
perfect.
I've got nothing going on, so. I
Nothing.
would love to
I
help.
don't say that too loud. I think if we look back, that we did have like actual people's names. Like at one point, there was like, try these people, maybe these people can help.
And my role was to support Trevor, so I really don't know
Yeah.
exactly where that sits, but I will try to reach out to him and then I'll touch base with you, Ben, if we need to do something else.
Okay.
There are
Sounds like-
lots of people that know about it. I don't know who's willing to talk.
Okay, any other comments?
What sort of resources or support? Would it be like money they would provide, or what sort of?
I think it's more just being part of a coalition. I think that that's more what it is, but in terms of money or support, for I'm sure if I got in some of my, different grant portals, I could look some stuff up to see if there's anything, if we wanted to put some kind of plaque or a sculpture, depends on how crazy you guys are gonna get.
And if, it might be part of a like a statewide, and bring awareness that that happened here, and them covering more than just, it's not just us, they're reaching out and covering Colorado, so.
Lots of lynchings took place in Colorado, so, I mean, that's part of it is that if you show the full force of it, it's more.
It's more impactful.
It is more impactful on the whole thing. The other thing that we really do need to do is talk to Otero County about it though, too, because it's their land. It's not our land. So, just see if they might want to work with it.
Has anyone approached them yet, do you know?
I haven't.
Have you approached them, Colorado?
I don't think it's
County Historic.
I think he did start talking to the Otero County Preservation Commission, but I don't know what happened with that. Because, I have no idea.
Wouldn't Mrs. McDonald know about that?
We'll just work forward with trying to gather some partners and try to clean up some of that stuff or tie some neat little bows and things. I can reach out to maybe Tammy Ridenauer and see if she has any information from the county side of things too.
Or if they have any interest
Yeah.
in working with
Yeah,
us.
absolutely. We'll do that, and I'll keep Ben in mind, or keep Ben in the loop, and also touch base with Trevor to see what he's already done.
That's a good idea. Okay, thank you. Tony, do you have anything on the historic walking tour?
Nothing new. We didn't meet this month. There was too many other things going on, so I think we do have a plan to meet Amy May 14th or something like that. The third Wednesday.
May 15th.
Okay, May 15th. Third Wednesday at the library at noon. Bring your lunch, and hopefully we'll have our map and list of everything that Maureen is putting together. So that's the plan. Nothing beyond that right now.
Okay.
Is that starting next month?
That will just be continued planning from the planning meetings we've had thus far on putting together the historic walking tour. So it's just a continuation of planning.
It's the historic walk you're talking about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the UMCLJ application was accepted by the city council.
Unanimously. So we did well. They are now locally landmarked. And if I can slide into the CLG director comments, that would be all right. The Rickoffs are interested in landmarking the Chestnut Apartments. So I've talked to Maureen about it and told her, don't break your brain. Just do exactly what the La Junta Methodist Church did and basically check a bunch of boxes and attach the survey form. Because it has all the information that we need. All right? So, thank heavens we have those survey forms.
So what is going on with that?
With the Chestnut? The little bit I know, and I had kind of a long conversation with her about this, they've done a lot of work on the interior, but they had to stop because I think it was electrical, and you probably know better than I do. Did the electrical requirements change somehow over the last year?
Yes, they've updated the code.
They updated the code, so they had full construction documents, and they now have to amend them. So they had to stop working. So that's part of what occurred, but she said, people don't see the inside, but a lot has been done. It's
So
just
they
that
still, the same people are still,
the Rickoffs. Yeah.
okay.
And excuse me, and so I do know that they are working on applying to us. I'm not going to tell you
No, that's
what,
fine.
but they're,
I was just
you'll see
hoping.
soon. And then they, you know, have some other plans in order to move this project forward.
Oh, that's good. I just thought nothing's happening, you know, and for a while it was.
It's code, okay? It's the code change and it's like, wait, we spent all this money on these construction documents and right in the middle of it, code changes.
Yeah. Well, good. That's good to know, though, that there's still you know,
It's gonna get done.
awesome.
We need those apartments.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, we do. And that's all I have.
That includes your director comments too?
Those were my comments.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have governing body comments? Anybody? If not, the meeting is adjourned.
Yay!
Golly.
This was